Well, all right, we are in upper body pull day. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm just gonna write everything down here. Sorry, I was just going through to make sure I get all the right exercises in here. We got bent rows, high rows, bent wide rows, single arm dumbbell, rear delt flies today, this time. Barbell curl, we're gonna do dumbbell, spider curls, hammer style. And then that's gonna be it, really. Yeah, that's gonna be the day, so. Second, thanks guys for being in here. I'm actually gonna, I wanna pin those messages, that's hilarious. Thanks for being here, guys. I don't know if you guys saw my short, I'm actually gonna put, Darius, I'm gonna put the clip of me, my wife made an awesome clip of me failing at bench yesterday when it smoked my face. My lips all like mashed up. So I took a picture of it and she did one of those like shorts where it's like, oh no, oh no. So yeah, I'm gonna post it on YouTube soon. I put it up on Instagram. And yeah, but that's it, man. That's training to failure for you though, right? At least you can't say I'm not actually practicing what I preach. How's everybody doing? What's your Friday looking like? Everybody excited to be done? Hopefully work and stuff. Work and nonsense for the week. All right. So these are a little wonky here. You saw it? So you turn stupidity into opportunity, right? Hopefully it gets a lot of likes and streams, and we'll all be able to laugh about it once my lip is perfectly better. It's all fun and games, man. It's all good. All right. This is a little funky of one here. So this is just another version of like a close grip pull down. It's just because I don't have the exact machine here. This is kind of a modified way of doing it. So this is just my warm-up set. Because I basically want to do a close grip pull down. I could do a close grip chin, but I want to be able to focus more on the squeeze. I want more of an extension. So we just gotta kind of play with the bench positioning. That's kind of the pain in the butt part. That's way too light anyway. How's everybody doing? Sorry, just getting warmed up here. Yo, Superman, what's going on? Thank you. Thank you for being here. I wish I looked like Superman, hopefully one day. Didn't feel up like going to class today. Wasn't feeling great earlier. I hope you're feeling all right now, man. Yeah, it's the worst, especially on a Friday. You don't feel good. We don't want that. All right, so we're at 150 here. Want enough of an extension that pulls your shoulders up. It's 12 at 150, not bad. Just a pretty easy warm up. Not like sick, but I just didn't feel up to it. Yeah, no, I get it. That sucks. Canada's Elite, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Is this new? No, I'm always mic'd up. Is that, you didn't notice? Maybe it's because my voice just kind of blends in. How old am I? I'm an old man. I'm 40 years old, almost 41. I'm, yeah, end of May, I'm approaching my 41st birthday. You know, getting after it. So, stop saying that. Stop saying I'm an old man. Why? No, it's all good. I appreciate you being here, Tanya. Thank you. So it's basically like a close grip pull down, but it's just a modified way of being able to do it here. So same thing. Lower lats, I'm able to still stretch out my lower lat and then get that same kind of swooping motion down. So you can actually like see as you like swoop, your lat kind of pulls. Same reason if you row and you swoop up, you get more of like the lower attachment of the lat. So it's just a way of alternating. So I usually alternate between, because I know I'm always gonna do a wide row, a wide grip row and a close grip row. So I like to alternate between a wide grip pull down and a close grip pull down for my big pull down, which is my 4-set exercise at the start of my pull days. So looks like it does look kind of like a weird inverted curl. It's just a different way of doing it, different way of attacking the muscle the same. So yeah, sometimes when you're dealing with the home gym, you got to be creative in how you hit certain muscle groups, and luckily you can when you got this kind of equipment and bench. So we're stacking today, full stack here, full stretch. Full stack is 170. Again, it's more about that slow, easy centric into a deep stretch, back into a solid contraction. It is bicep dominant though, Darius, so you do actually get like a decent pump in the biceps. But the squeeze in the lats is like crazy. Oh. Oh. Yeah, the squeeze in the lower lat is like wild, but it's good. Yeah, so it's the same as doing, like, if you're doing a close grip chin up, same thing, you get a ton of bicep recruitment. So feels like you're breathing incorrectly. No, so whenever you're exerting the most force is when you want to exhale, right? Because you want to try to tighten your core, unless you're doing like something like a squat, right? Same sort of thing. Well, no, squat would be essentially the same, is when you're going down into the eccentric part of the motion. You want to be forcing your core out, so you're tightening your core to keep you stable. But the bench is keeping me stable here, so. Hope Jeff Nefford's, yeah, I hope so. I haven't heard much from him since the news broke about that, so hopefully all is well. I really wonder what happened with her. Like, I know she had some struggles with an eating disorder and stuff like that, but I know she also had some like just mental health struggles. I didn't think she had any major health problems, and she is so young. Diana, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you. But again, guys, if anyone's new here, please drop a subscribe, a like. We got up to 149 of 200, and then we lost a subscriber back to 148. We're trying to get to 200. I'd love to hit 150 today if we can. So if there's 2 new people in here, please drop a subscribe. Helps me out huge. Yeah, I wonder what happened with Stephanie. That's crazy. But obviously, more so I hope he's okay, because that would suck. I can't imagine going through something like that at so young. All right. So yeah, in terms of breathing, I'll walk you kind of through it. So as you're lowering, you want to have your breath held in. You're keeping your core tight even though the bench is giving you support. And then as you pull in, exhale. I just don't accentuate my breathing too much usually, because breathing is a very finite part of everything unless you're doing squats or heavy powerlifting movements. Not really as important as long as you're able to one more. Oh, God. It's tough. Shared you out. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Diana. That means the world to me. I'm like so close. Hopefully we can hit that 150, 160 today. Something like that. 150 would be nice, because I keep getting like right there and then falling back a bit. But Magnet Jack, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, I don't know if you heard anything, Darius, about like what specifically happened with her. I didn't actually hear, but I hope it's not mental health related, because that would suck, especially being so young, right? Like crazy. Magnetic Jack, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. I don't believe I've seen the name before, but happy to have you here. We're just getting some pull day in, working on some back, and then we'll be moving on to biceps. And that's pretty much it for today. And they're pretty newly engaged too, right? So, yeah, it's wild. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, if you're willing to share out the channel, that would be awesome. I do want to share this on my Instagram and stuff like that, but I just, every time I feel like I leave, it's hard to. May have been some mental health stuff. I'm assuming she was. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I didn't hear anything wrong physically, health-wise, but I heard that like, well, I did know that her family, she went through a rough like family life stuff. Not necessarily rough, but like hard upbringing, and that she had some mental health stuff around eating disorder and whatnot like that. It was very interesting, because I actually had a client at the time dealing with a eating disorder, and like watching her All In series where she was talking about how she kind of dealt with it and like kind of reestablished her, I guess like mental connection with food, and not, you know, like her love of food and not being like ruled by it, ruled by the way she managed her diet. It was very interesting. So this is 170 again, full stack. Lats are getting smoked right now. They're so tired. One more. Oh, that's heavy. Good news about pull day is I can't drop anything on my face. I'm sure if I could, I'd find a way, but Magnet Jack, gonna give you a shout out. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. Thank you. To my lovely wife, if you're still on here, if you could like copy the paste the thing into Insta and stuff too, that would be awesome. I don't know if that's doable. I'm not the tech handy guy. That's her. She's the smart tech creative one. So I'm gonna try something a little different too with barbell rows today. I'm gonna try to do them. I don't know if you guys can see this here. I'm gonna try to do them supported, like here. Just trying to row straight up. Just something a little different, because we're trying to do a higher row since we started with a close grip. Here, you know what? Might be better to put the weight on here. So whenever you do something supported or fixed, especially when you're doing hypertrophy, you always want to kind of lower the weight down a bit, because again, it's about, especially hypertrophy when you're trying to gain lean mass, it's less about doing the heaviest you can possibly do and maybe having bad form, and more about really good form, good full reps, solid contraction, and kind of slow controlled eccentrics, slow controlled negatives. They don't have to be anything crazy, but you just want to make sure you're training appropriately, fairly close to failure, right? Like that's with good solid range of motion when you're trying to gain lean mass. That's basically all it is. All right. Actually, I should probably record those last ones. Okay, bent rows, we're going 5. We're gonna see what we can do here with solid 95 under control, supported. What about you guys? Do you guys have any favorite like back exercise? I was gonna do a vid barbell rowing 185, but I went from doing 10 to 4. Yeah. 185 is a good row, man. That's a good solid. How's your technique on them? Do you you pump them out, or is it like good slow controlled form? Because that's a pretty respectable weight either way. That's good, man. You sound strong as shit. If you're ever in Toronto, let me know. Do a workout. Okay, so big thing with wide grip rows here, bent rows. You want to be, you see my shoulders, my hands are kind of down shoulder width apart. So that was all right. 12 will try to strap a little bit more, but message retracted. Oh no. Wish I saw what you said in the first place. I'm gonna throw a couple 10s on here. All in all, felt good. Cause yeah, I find when I get heavier, the reason I like to add these in sometimes, so usually I'll just do a standard like bent row, but I find even though I know I'm supposed to be kind of controlling it, I go a little heavier and I get a bit of the pump in, but I know for like development and lean mass, it's better to have nice, slow, controlled reps. So I force myself every once in a while to do these the supported way. Halfway pump them. Yeah, makes sense. That's good. Yep. So that's the reason I asked these is to see if I can give you any advice, thinking back to my early days, but it sounds like you got it on lock, man. It sounds like you know what you're doing. That's exactly how I started too. Same sort of thing. Because you want to, like, especially when you're in your starting out days, you want to build solid strength, right? A solid strength foundation while you're building lean mass. When you're old, man, or getting older, my wife would kill me. She keeps telling me to stop saying that. When you're getting older, you want to start like preserving your joints a little more, which is why you'll notice it's rare to see me do, like, I have those 2 strength days at the beginning of my week, but it's rare to see me go like crazy, stupid heavy, because yeah, I guess you get to a point where you realize you don't really have anything to prove anymore, right? You're strong enough and you want to just kind of get the most out of the activation of the muscles you're trying to work. But all right. See, I definitely feel a good pump starting there, but at the same time, dying. So one thing I noticed yesterday is I sometimes have my stream running off on like a side device there, and I noticed people were commenting regularly, but they weren't coming up on my phone I was recording with. I don't really know why that is, so I don't know how to fix that. So if you guys are commenting and it's not showing, or I'm not replying to it, I promise you it's because it's not showing up on my screen here that I'm recording on. And I don't know why that is. I don't really know how to fix that. Just know that it's all love, and I promise you I would reply to anything you say when we're on here. That's part of my like community thing. So I want to make sure we can talk about any and everything you guys are interested in or want to know about. But I can't reply to it if I don't see it, right? So that's kind of, I'm sure that's pretty obvious, but what is this? This is I'm gonna aim for 10 to 12 here, see what we get. But yeah, so every once in a while, if you guys could drop a comment there at least, just to let me know whether or not, helps me see whether or not people are commenting. Or at least I know it's still happening. So my intra workout. There we go. What's going on, Lakota? Welcome in, buddy. Glad you can make it today. How's it going, man? You said you had some stuff to tell me. I hope everything's all right. I hope you're doing okay. Just getting some pull work in here. Just giving a little bit longer of a rest here because my last one is going to be my heaviest here. And I don't usually do that. Usually I try to start heavier, but yeah, I heard you mentioned in your comment you were in the hospital there. Is everything all right? You doing okay? Hope nothing serious. I hope it was just a quick stay and everything's better now. 11. I couldn't quite get to. Oh, damn. That was a hard one. But yeah, let me know, man. Is everything okay? You doing all right? Hopefully it wasn't anything too serious. All right, guys. So that was a wide grip. That was a wide grip row. And next you're going to see me do a single arm, kind of closer grip row for my back. And again, my hand's neutral. That wide grip there is overhand. This will be neutral, kind of pulling into the belly button. So a little different, even though it's both rowing motions, but will ya? You got injured. Oh my God, dude, what happened? Got injured playing sports, got injured, like how so? What happened? Let us know, we're all dying to know. We want to know you're all right. All right. One arm dumbbell is next. I'm trying to think of different ways to position this so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing with the one arm dumbbell here. With that kind of swoop in motion. And a deep row. Take about a 2 to 3 minute here. And Darius, have you, I know you said you weren't feeling very good. What's your